Alright, everyone, we are starting Seven Wonders Duel. Here I'm going to take the Hanging Gardens first, because that's just better than the Sphinx, I think. Money is more worthwhile for all three strategies. 3 extra points of the Sphinx might just only go for a point strategy. Also, the Sphinx kind of has a lot of glass required in it. Alright, then he ended up taking the Appian Way, and now he's got the Great Library. Okay, so facing off against a Great Library is interesting. He might try to grab strategy via Great Library and fight a military, but I don't think so. Very few people try to go for military. Still, I think I'm going to go with the potential to go all military, taking these 2 military wonders, the Circus Maximus and the Statue of Zeus. Also, maybe I discard Praetorium or some 3 shield card in Age 3, and then I get it again with the Mausoleum. Alright. So now I've got to pick an Age 1 card. Which of these is going to be the best? I definitely don't want him to be getting a lot of glass, so he can build the Sphinx. That extra turn should be expensive for him. Let's make it so. Alright, let's see what he wants to do. If he tries to be cheeky and take science. He does not. He allows me to do that, actually. So that worked out. Now, if that card that was revealed had been a powerful card, aka not a blue or red, then I might have taken it. However, I really like this. Actually, this is my favorite science to grab, and I'll just give you a hint. The reason why is because it chains off on something that normally costs 2 brick. If I'm going for science, I don't want to have to rely on brick. It's okay to have just 1 brick for the university, but 2 brick, that's going to be really bad. So I like that I won't have to worry about that in the future. The only 2 brick costing science. Okay. Anyways, I'd like to grab some wood, so I'm going to discard this one. And I'm going to end up with wood here. Oh, but he's going to end up with something that's the papyrus, which is going to make the Statue of Zeus very expensive. That's what I'm thinking of right now, as he takes the press. Okay. I'm going to take the wood, and this is the free wood, the lumberyard. Okay, so lumberyard is better than the other version, which costs a coin, the logging camp. However, I don't want him to have a bunch of wood, especially trying to build that great library. So I'm going to make wood extremely expensive for him, and he's going to probably take the stone pit, but that's okay. That's just how it rolls. In fact, I'd rather him get pigeonholed into a stone strategy where he focuses on getting a bunch of stone and points. Yeah, now the wood reserve has just been revealed. Is it useful for me? Probably not. How many things cost 3 wood in the game? Really, nothing costs 3 wood. Yeah, nothing. Maybe Siege Workshop there, a 2 thing. But if I get the archery range, you won't have to worry about it. So, honestly, it's going to be fine if I discard this. However, building it could be nice. I probably would be able to discard at least 3 times throughout the game. Nah. Because discarding 3 times would give me 3 extra coins. Just discarding this here will get me 2 extra coins, and I won't have to pay 3 coins to get the ability to get 3 extra coins. Now, I'm not saying I'll only discard 3 times in the game, but I'm saying 3 times could make up that cost. But why do that? I can just get some coins out of it. Alright. Now I have to go through this. Me, you, me. I like science. You, me, you. Ooh. How about me, you, me, and I get the stone reserve? I like that a lot better. Let's do that. Ooh. How unfortunate. I actually needed that. Clay is going to be very useful for a military strategy, if I'm going a military strategy. I'm going to need some clay for the Mausoleum or the Statue of Zeus. I have a feeling I'll be able to get it with these face-down cards, though. Let's just hope and pray. I've got the stone here. Now, is there a brick for me? Yes, there is. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how this is. And actually, this is the ideal way that I would like to enter Age 2. I'd like to have at least one of each resource. I'd like to be hurting my opponent in one resource, wood, and I would like to have at least one science, um, and that science will allow me to get a one of these progress tokens. If I don't get one science, then I'm not in a situation for that. Luckily for me, I'm going to have two science, so that's going to be nice. Maybe I eventually go for a science strategy, grab law. I don't know. What will I end up doing, but my opponent is going to take the 4 coins. There's a great value for him, and he is going to go first. No, he won't, because he has built 2 military cards. I wasn't really paying attention to what he was doing. He's kind of being a slacker, trying to fight me in military in age 1. Not a good idea. Little stabs here and there just don't make sense. Now, unfortunately, this is going to cost either of us 5 coins to get. I'll get it just because I think it's valuable for the brick or the stone. I really won't need it for wood. Unfortunately, my opponent is going to be able to take 2 science cards, one after the other, and that really sucks. He's going to be able to take that one from me, making a science strategy very difficult to pull off. Now he's taking economy, so I'm not too worried about him taking economy because I have one of each of these resources, and I have the caravanserai, so it's like I have 2, not exactly that I have 2. Let's just discard this one because I do want to have a chance to take that science card. There may be something that gets revealed that he needs. Likely he's going to take the science card to stop me, but he may take the drawing room to make it even more difficult for me to use any papyrus, especially if he's trying to go for that economy strategy. Okay, which he is, so that's fine. I'm going to give him 2 coins, but I want to keep up this science strategy going and possibly get law. That's definitely a potential for getting law here. If I could start the next stage with a little bit more, that would be wonderful. You know what? I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to build this Circus Maximus and then destroy one of his to make the rest of my wonders not so expensive. Okay, now he's able to get 2 military out of that, unfortunately. Maybe he's going to try to crush me in military, especially if he ends up buying the Great Library. Oh, he takes an extra turn from that. How many points is he at? He's at 16 coins and 11 points. I'm at 1 and 5, so it's really not looking good for me. Especially because now he is going to be able to get the sawmill. And I don't even have very many coins, so I would like this card, but I'm going to have to discard it for coins. It would have been free for me, too. Alright, so he's going to take the wood. I like to hurt him in wood, but that just makes sense for him to grab the wood. So the Great Library is not so expensive. However, that won't be able to cover all the wood, so he will end up needing to pay at least 4 coins for a wood out there. So we'll see what he does. I mean, it seems like a no-brainer to me. Take the wood. Interesting. He's used all of his extra turns. I don't want him to use any more military against me. So I'm going to push him 2 in military. Maybe I should have just discarded that, but I'm going to push him 2. It links into something that costs 2 stone, 2 brick. I would have been able to pay for that for only 2 coins. Why did I do that? Oh well, I gave him glass. Now the Great Library is significantly cheaper for him. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that, but here I go. I'm going to use this extra turn. Now, neither of us have an extra turn, but I'm just really hoping to get a science that I need. Okay, I am going to grab that science. I'm going to take law. And now I am sitting pretty. And, alright, my opponent grabs the Great Library. Alright. He grabbed it just soon enough, because if he had waited a little bit, I would have built the statue of Zeus and made the green cost even more. Now, what I'm going to do is make him have no more stone, so that this costs 7 instead of 4. I think that would be a great move to do. So I'm going to take away that from him. Let's make the stone a little more expensive going into age 3, where stone is the most important resource. Because if you made it to age 3, that didn't get killed off and didn't, uh, you know, get your, whatever reason, you're strapped for a situation where you're on a train ride to a one-way train ticket to losing. If it's a normal game, then it's going to come down to points. He still bought it. All right. Well, that's fine. Let's push him in the military a little bit. All right. I'm not too worried going into this age. I think I'm just going to focus on points. I could do a little bit of military, but I'll have the chance to even grab some science here. I'm really going through for all 3 strategies at this point. So let's just take 6 points here. He's at 24 points. It's very hard to catch up when somebody's played pyramids, but I'll try my best to do it here. Yeah, it would be pretty interesting if I make this a win. Okay, I'm going to discard this card, and then he's going to reveal something to me. If it's military, I'm grabbing it. It's not, but it is points. Am I still trying to win with points? Yeah, I think it's possible still to win with points. Let's see, could I just go in all in a military? Let's see, so me, you, okay, that would be good. Me, you. Okay, so that's bad in military. Me, you, that's bad in military as well. So either way, bad on military. I'm gonna go for points. All right, that is 8 points right there for only 1 coin. Let's see if we can do that more often. Okay, so pretend I have 8 more points now. So instead of 19, I'm at 27, same as him. Plus I got 5 points from military. Now he's got to do that, fight in military. I'm going to pay 1 coin to him, get some coins out of that for how many military cards I have. I hope that he reveals a cool science card from this. He didn't, however, that's fine. Let's give him only 1 coin, and if he pays for that, he's gonna pay 6 coins to the bank. Let's get him just 1 coin. All right, so there are still 3 militaries. As far as the 3 2s, they have all come out. So I need both 3s to really try to win a military. It's just not happening. So I'm going to give up that and just go all in on points here. Yeah, I'm fine with him pushing me a little more in military. I'm just going to keep ramping up my points. See what he does. I also still have a small chance of getting a science win. Do I, though? Let's see. He takes that, I take that. He takes one that's face down, and I take a science card. He takes one, I take one, he takes one. Yeah, so there's definitely a chance of a science win still. No chance of a military win. I gave that up when I took that 7. But that's fine. Wouldn't have had the coins anyway to get the Praetorium. So, yeah, best to give up the military win sometimes. I don't want him to keep advancing in military, and I don't want to reveal a card to him, so I will discard this for coins. And let's see if we can't just get a science out of this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. moving 1, 2, 3 would only give me. I'm not going to pay 8 coins for that. I'm going to discard that. Yeah, it's just not worth it, unfortunately. Okay, let's see if he reveals a science. So I have a chance at winning. No, not even. Okay. Well, then I guess, see, if this had been a science and that had been a science, I would be in a good situation. Unfortunately, it's not the case. I'm going to be paying him 3 coins. He's going to be sitting so well with the coins at the end of the game. I will only need to pay him nothing, I think, for that one. So I will just grab this one. I'll get some coins out of it. I'm at 41, he's at 44, and he has a ton more coins than me. I think this is his game. Well done on him. Very good game. And, yeah, that's just overkill in the coins department. All right, so that is how you do it. A lot of times, it sometimes doesn't work out for you if you split your strategies up. So sometimes you try to put your your legs in all 3 different strategies. I was trying to go for a military. I was trying to go for science. I was doing points towards the end. But sometimes it just doesn't work out for you, and that's just how it goes a lot of times. So now I'm down to only 306 ELO, and that happens a lot of times. It's extremely random, the vanilla version of Seven Wonders Duel. I mean, compared to most games, it's actually very strategic, but compared to the expansions, it's a whole different ballpark, honestly, when you play the expansions. And yeah, we can actually check and see. What's really cool is we can see how we did in the game. This is our thinking time. I take a long time to think, because I'm talking to everybody here. The number of turns played, victory points from Wonders, 22 from him, and only 9 points from me. So that pyramids really helps. And actually, all of his Wonders were great for points. But yeah, you can kind of see all the different statistics at Seven Wonders Duel. You can even see how their ELOs have creeped up. So me doing that kind of helped his ELO out. You can see how often they win in. I mean, he doesn't really play any expansions. He never wins in political supremacy. So likely he doesn't really play the either expansion Agora or Pantheon. But he's doesn't really go for military. He goes 10% in science, which is about the same as the average. See, the all players average. And he's a little bit less than average win rate on military, but a lot higher with the civilian victory. So he is considered above average player in civilian victory for sure. And so, but yeah, you can kind of see how this points breakdown works. I really like that about this, and just gonna scroll through, see if there's anything interesting. I take it back. He has actually played Agora. He's taken 2 white cards, black cards 1.33, and that's average of all of his games. But he has never won in a political supremacy. He's dabbled in it. He has actually played with the Pantheon. My bad. He's average victory points from divinities. He takes about 7. So yeah, I guess yeah, all in all, that's just really cool about Board Game Arena is you can kind of look through the different stats. And he's even triggered conspiracies in games. Although my triggered conspiracies is less than his. Because as many times as I have played Agora, I just never used conspiracies. Anyways, really cool situation there. Good analysis of that. Don't want to have all of your eggs in one basket, but at the same time, if you try to stick all of your legs in different holes the whole game, military science and points, it can come back to bite you. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching, and take care.